PCR test. Getting Starbucks. Husband is there. Done with the test. Hello. So it's Friday. It's the day after we had our COVID test. So we had our COVID test yesterday, Thursday. And that was to comply to the airline regulations that we need to have a COVID test within 3 days of flying. So we're actually flying tomorrow morning and everything's all good. And it's Friday. I'm almost done with my week. This is my work desk. I love these crunchies. I'm already having white wine because it's the end of the week and the end of the work day. And yeah, that's my view. Now let me show you around. So I actually have this beside my bed because I love spraying the bed with lavender. I love the lavender scent. That other one is actually a scent that I customized for myself. At Banyan Tree, they had like a perfume creation kind of thing, but it's fabric perfume. So yeah, this is what I've been up to with packing lately. I still have some packing to do. My husband and I are going to the US probably for like 3 weeks, and then another 2 weeks of quarantine here in Thailand when we're back. But it's not really a quarantine where you stay inside a hotel room, because luckily Thailand finally has this sandbox thing wherein foreigners can come in and stay within Phuket Island or Koh Samui, so that's pretty good. You don't have to be stuck inside one room, so that's good. And yeah, we're going to the US to get vaccinated and to visit family. Right now, Thailand actually doesn't have that enough vaccines available for all foreigners at the moment. They probably will have some available at the end of the year or early next. But my company Pomelo actually has a vaccination drive for their expats like me, but unfortunately husbands and family are not included. So we might as well go to the US to get vaccinated, and there's better brands there as well. So we're planning to get, we really want the Pfizer because that's the best, but because of the limited time we might just get the Johnson & Johnson because it's a single dose. And yeah, visiting family of course, because it's been over a year that we haven't seen family. Now it's time to do some packing. Yay! In plastic. Yum. Ta-da! Okay, so we're still here waiting at the lounge, waiting for our flight. We'll probably start moving in about 45 minutes to the gate. Once we arrive in New York, we are due to get the COVID vaccine right away. We're still thinking whether to get the Pfizer one or J&J. I really want the Pfizer because it's supposed to be the most effective and least risks as well, because the J&J will have, it has a very, like, there's very rare case of a blood clot in the brain, and some people have died, but it's really rare though. It's like, I don't know, 6 people out of millions. And there's another side effect that recently came out from the J&J as well, that kinds of affects your nerves, and then it gives paralysis. So yeah, not very keen on that, but because we only have like 22 days, and I didn't want to extend so much away from work, or because I'm still remote working. I'm very lucky that my company allows me to remote work even with a time zone difference. Even though there's some like kind of risks with the J&J, it's only a single dose, and then we get that time period to become fully vaccinated. Because with Pfizer, I need 2 doses, and the first dose will be as soon as we arrive, and the second dose will be right before we fly, like 2 or 3 days before we fly, because I can't stay that long because of work. So if we do that, the Thailand government considers fully vaccinated as 2 doses for Pfizer, at least 2 doses, and then 14 days after, then you're fully vaccinated. But we won't have that 14 days, so that means we need to quarantine in a hotel room, and we can't go the Phuket sandbox route. So Pfizer or J&J? What do you think?
Like and subscribe.
So useless.
One eternity later.
Go bird! Good morning. So we've already been here in the US for a couple days now. We finally decided to get Pfizer as a vaccine. So as soon as we landed, like literally we just dropped our bags at home and then went straight to the pharmacy to get the first dose. I didn't get any side effects, thank God. I just had like, my arm felt heavy and a little tender, but that's it. No fever, no anything. But they say it's usually on the second dose that you get some side effects. So let's see, hoping for the best. We also got tested again here just to make sure that we didn't get anything on the travel or on the flight back. And we had it yesterday. It was like a 15-minute drive-through thing, and you get your results straight away after, like 15 minutes after they send it to your email. And what's good about it is it's free. So you can have as many COVID tests here. Unlike in Thailand, we actually had to pay 4,500 Thai baht, which is about 150 US dollars, 150 US for each test, for each of us. So that's pretty good that here it's free. So now the second hurdle would be getting back to Thailand, and for that there's a couple of different processes we have to go through again. We would need to apply for a COE or Certificate of Entry in the Thai embassy here in the US, and I've been on their website. They've notified that we'd at least need like 14 days to process that, because of they've had like such a huge volume of requests. So just to be sure, at least 14 days before your flight, apply for the Certificate of Entry. And for the Certificate of Entry, you'd have to have a confirmed flight ticket, also within 72 hours before flying you have to have a negative COVID test result, medical insurance as well, so you have to have a medical insurance in Thailand. So let's see. We need to figure out for the second half of our trip, and I'll update you guys what happens.